Hey man, y'all already know what it is. This is Deem and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. I be seeing a lot of people posting my comments and be talking crazy, but y'all don't support the channel, so I could care less what you got to say. If you don't support my channel, I don't care what you got to say, to be honest, because it's just blabble at that point. Terence Crawford, let me holler at you, my guy. I hate to do this because in the ring, man, you one of my favorites. We Zodiac brothers, both Libras, but you really ticking me off, bro. And I gotta hold you accountable like I do everybody else. What's up with all this energy for Teo? But Teo called you out once or twice or whatever, said whatever he said, and you on a whole Twitter rant about Teo. I still don't, Timothy Bradley, I still don't know who the hell Teo is, but okay. Jaron been calling you out, a fight we actually want to see. And he been respectful. He ain't called you a monkey or none of this type stuff or try to discredit you or say that you this and say that you that. And then you bringing Teo up 2 weight classes to do it. And then the thing that made me the maddest, y'all, Terence Crawford had the nerve to sit up there and say, if you fight Madrimov, then maybe I'll fight you. But when everybody said that about David Benavidez, when Madrimov ain't call out Teo, David Benavidez actually said he want to fight you, and you act like that don't exist. That's the same exact thing, Crawford. What's your problem, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? Do you not understand that the minute you tweeted that, everybody was going to say, what about David Benavidez? And then you lied and said you're not begging for a Canelo fight. That's all you've been asking for all 2024, my G. We not lying on you. We not making this up. If you ain't begging for it, you sure as hell was asking for it, though. Why you can't give Jaronennis the opportunity, another black man who has been respectful of you, my guy? A fighter we actually want to see you fight. The fighter we actually think can beat you. Not Teo. It ain't nobody besides the 5 Teofimolopez fans that actually think you will lose this fight. The same criticism you had for Canelo Alvarez, Crawford. Like, this is, I just don't understand. And I dare you say, Teofimolopez has never sold out in New York. Teofimolopez is in litigations right now because his promotional company don't even want to pay him. His last fight was against Steve Cleglet. Hey, Crawford, Jaronennis did better in his hometown than you did in your hometown against the same opponent. So why you ain't got all this energy for Jaron talking about set it up and all of this stuff, man? And I'm a fan of you, Crawford, but I can't let you do this, bro. You said Teofimolopez's resume not as good as yours, and how it dare anybody say it. If your resume is better, Crawford, it's not that much better. If your resume is better, it's not you. You're not the guy that can have resume talk, my guy. You can have accomplishment talk. You can't stick your chest out like, I don't understand, my dude. Why you don't want to fight Jaronennis? Another guy that you could sell out against. That we actually Crawford, I guarantee the whole boxing community agrees on this. We would rather see you fight Jaronennis than fight Teo, who has to come up 2 weight classes to fight you. Jaron Ennis already said he'll go to 154 to fight you. He already said it. You can't say you don't bring nothing to the table because then you would be lying. He brings way more to the table than Teofimolopez does. I'm so disappointed in Crawford right now. Like, mind you, y'all, Crawford don't even be talking that much. Bro, you've been on the Twitter rant all day about Teofimolopez, bro. But Jaronennis can't get an opportunity. Tell me how that work. Somebody got to call you a monkey to get your attention, I guess. That's sad in itself if that's true, because the guy that called me a monkey, I wouldn't even be paying him no attention. Actually, oh man, this is so frustrating, y'all, because y'all notice I left this topic alone. I ain't said nothing about it in a minute. I let Terence Crawford be great because I enjoyed the Madrimal fight. I let Terence Crawford be great because Terence Crawford is great. What you not going to do, bro, is have this double standard. Tell T.O. he got to do X, Y, and Z to fight you, fight another fighter to fight you, when then we ask you to fight another world-class fighter that's way more known than Madrimal. Fight him, and then you get the Canelo fight. You don't want to hear that. But you fought his big brother, though. Why not fight David Benavidez? Why not fight the little brother? Is it because when I'm starting to feel like Crawford, Benavidez and Jaronennis are two fights you're not entertaining because you feel as though you could lose those fights? It's starting to look like that to me, my guy. You don't want to fight Jaron? No problem. You want Canelo? No problem. Then fight David Benavidez, because David has actually called you out about it. David said it'll be a cold day in hell before you get a fight with Canelo before he does. And Crawford, you can't be mad at him for feeling like that, bro. Terence, Jaronennis ain't done nothing but be respectful. The most disrespectful thing you could say is say that he calling you out. I don't understand. There ain't a boxing channel out there that think Teo can beat you. It's one thing. Y'all, that's the first thing in boxing we all have agreed upon. When you go from Devin fans, Shakur fans, Earl fans, you name the fan base, it ain't one fan base that think Teo has a shot to beat Terence Crawford. Boxing is getting to a place, y'all, where it's just like these earthmen just don't know what to do with themselves. And then Crawford say he just having fun with us and all of this stuff. Like, listen here, bro, I don't know about that. You're not going to convince me that you spent all day talking about T.O. and you're not actually entertaining it. Then it wouldn't have been nothing to entertain if that was the case. You've never given Jaronennis that much airtime, my dude. You acting like he wasn't ringside with Eddie. You acting like promoters haven't been asking you about Jaronennis. Ain't nobody asked you about Teo, bro. Nobody asked Terence Crawford about Teo. Nobody. But you got a response for him. You got so much energy for him. And then you still only fighting once a year, my guy. Are you going to fight again before this year is out? You talk about everybody else, Crawford, and what they do, bro. You don't even give your fans 2-3 fights a year, and you're getting older. You're not. You should be more active right now because your career is coming to an end. It's just sad for me, y'all, to see one of my favorite fighters, somebody that I actually respect, somebody that I actually love his boxing style. Everything about Terence Crawford in the ring, you won't hear Dean say a word about, because I respect it. I love the way he fight. His IQ in the ring, just his counter punching, his calmness, his hawked eyed on you. I love everything about Terence Crawford inside the ring. When y'all want to know why I'm so critical of Terence Crawford outside of the ring, it's because of these type things. Jaron Ennis deserve a chance way before Teo does. David Benavidez deserve a chance. If you feel like that towards Teo, then David Benavidez deserve a chance to fight you. Because last time I checked, I think Canelo said the same exact thing. What's good for the goose, right? Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all.